SJW Live, you're tuned in. Like, subscribe, comment. I know I'm, you know what I mean, provocative and winding people up, but it is a conversation. Say your piece. I do get involved in the comments and all of that. Tommy Robinson's been arrested. I actually have no idea what it's over, so I'm going to just react to this live and we'll see what's going on.
The organisers of this march, the campaign against anti-Semitism, had made it clear at the outset that they didn't want Tommy Robinson here. This is the controversial far-right activist.
And that's a very interesting point from the start. So the organisers have already said they don't want him there. And what I've noticed Tommy Robinson and these guys latching onto this anti-Semitism stuff is because they hate Islam. So with this war that's going on and all that, they're trying to just, side up to certain positions just so that they can push their narrative because they want to attack Islam and attack Muslims. But, the people who are actually fighting for anti-Semitism don't like them and don't want them in. And in different circumstances, they would hate them too. Because let's not forget, these people are racist. They don't like Jews. They don't like Jews at all.
And he had been asked by the police to move along. A dispersal order was issued under the Public Order Act. Now, when he refused, he was then arrested. So that was Tommy Robinson out of the picture. But let me tell you about what's happening here now. Now, according to the organisers, according to Gideon Potter, the chief...
To be fair, I can't quite tell why he's been arrested so far. Because he was asked not to be there, I guess. I'm not sure.
Here now, according to the organisers, Robinson out of the picture, but the Public Order Act. Now, when he refused, he was then arrested. So that was Tommy Robinson out of the picture. But let me tell you about what's happening here now. Now, according to the organisers, according to Gideon Potter, the chief executive of the campaign against anti-Semitism, 105,000 people is the number that they say are here at this protest at a time when he says anti-Semitism has really increased. He said by over 1,000%. And actually the organisation behind this march have released some research today which says that 7 out of 10 British Jewish people are hiding any evidence of being Jews when they go out, and that close to half have actually considered leaving the UK since October the 7th. And today they are saying that this is about bringing Jews from across the UK, but also people of all faiths and no faith at all, together to make their voices heard about this hatred against Jews since October the 7th. And actually we've already heard today from the Immigration Minister, Robert Jenrick, who was very strong. He just talked about the moral decay that has caused this anti-Semitism and that people need to stand together. So plenty of people still to come here on the stage right outside the Houses of Parliament.
Alright, cool. I'm not against anything they're saying there and the points they're making about anti-Semitism. The story wasn't much about Tommy Robinson being arrested though, which is what I was trying to get to. We have established an interesting point that they didn't want him there. I've got a couple other videos here about... Well, I've got one other video here, why the arrest should horrify you. But this is obviously going to be from a proper right-winger. So let's see his opinion on why he was arrested. And maybe we can get to the bottom of it a bit more somewhere.
Hello again, honky tonks. Now, earlier this evening, not too long ago, I learnt that Tommy Robinson has been arrested yet again. The circumstances are unclear. All we know is, and this is through a video posted on social media on his account on X, he's somewhere in London walking with his daughter on her birthday, and then all of a sudden the police swoop in, arrest him, cart him off.
Hold up though, because that's not this. It's not the same incident, right? So maybe I've got up an old video when I put that other one before. The anti-Semitism protest. I mean, this guy gets arrested all the time. Shame on me. That was a video from 3 months ago, right? So he got arrested at that thing 3 months ago. It just came up on the side, I think, when I was looking at the other one, so I just clicked on it. I thought it was connected. Let me see if I can get a better current news story on. We've got a Mayor Tousi TV video about it. It's 47 minutes long. We're not doing the Tousi TV version. Do we have? Yeah, you know what? When I searched arrested, that's what came up. That one, the 3-month-old one. That's why I ended up sharing that. Because there is no story about Tommy Robinson being arrested today, other than from right-wing media channels. Interesting. Maybe they're just trying to spin a story. Because, actually, one sec. Let me just Google on that off of YouTube. Let's see if we can get a story up from that. So I'm on a different thing now, so I'm not showing it on the screen, but he was actually charged for attending that anti-Semitism rally. That's the same thing that's come up again. So he was arrested, and charged because he'd been requested not to attend. Pretty much, it looks like pretty simple as that. It is what it is, isn't it? If you're asked not to attend somewhere, it can be like harassment, all sorts of things. Yeah, this whole thing here about this story doesn't seem verifiable. I can't see even a news article about it.
And he has been placed on remand. They've remanded him.
He's in jail. He's in jail without a news article.
In London on Monday. That's all we know. The circumstances are unclear. People are trying to find out left, right and centre, but it's proving fruitless. Now, I think this is going to be bad news for Tommy Robinson, because he is a man the establishment have been trying to silence for years. They've arrested him countless times. He's been incarcerated. And if you read his book, Silenced, the account in there is quite something. He was scared for his life. And I can imagine, I was a prison officer for 11 years. And I know what goes on in these establishments. In some of them, you do have a certain ideology that runs things.
I found something in the background. I'm searching in the background while this plays for like a news story on it to see if it's even legit. I found something saying that Tommy Robinson has a ban on being at protests in general. So I guess that's what that previous arrest was over. Unfortunately,
The authorities are powerless to do something about them. And the prison system is another branch of the justice system, in my opinion, that needs reforming root and stem. It really does. It's corrupt, like every other law enforcement branch in this country. Now, the last time Tommy Robinson was arrested, it was for having an offensive breakfast. 20 or 30 cops swooped in on him. They sprayed him and carted him off. He wasn't remanded that time, but he was warned not to go back into London. He was banned from London, and I think that ban ends either in a few days or a few weeks, so he's not far away from that ban.
So he's banned from London, but he was there
because he was in London, because he's meant to liaison with a police officer who either gives him permission or says no. I think he's been denied every time.
This is crazy, man. Hey,
now the authorities have him and they can do what they want.
Listen, anyone in the chat, go on Google, please, and just try and Google if anyone can see anything about this story other than this video and the Tousi TV video. Because I thought, okay, let me go with the Sky News video, because this would be the official story, and then I'd get into these lots of things. But it's like there is no official story. So they're saying he's in jail without it even being reported in the news. but they're meant to try and silence this guy and like all of this kind of stuff and be onto him, but they're not even reporting it. It sounds weird, like he's not even, you know what I'm saying, or we're really on this story early, and we're about to find out he's in jail in the next day or two.
I believe they want this man silenced forever. They want him gone. And the reason being, Tommy Robinson does what the mainstream media doesn't: reports the truth. Now, regardless of what you think of Tommy Robinson, his past, etc.
Neither of them report the truth. Both of them are right wing. Both, like, they're more pro Tommy Robinson than they're not. They report about him all the time because actually it's all, you know, it's underhanded agendas to support right wing ideology. Get this guy out of here, man. The guy ain't got nothing to say. I wasn't gonna go with the Tousi TV one, right? Because that's it was actually, this was 2 days ago.
TV with some.
Like, I wasn't gonna bother with this because it's 37 minutes long. We're just not gonna watch all of it, right? We're gonna watch some of it. Correct, not political. Said, are you stoned? I don't know why you would ask that, my friend, but I'm not. And I did a reaction to one of your videos last week, and we've got it up. I'm sober, correct, not political. Haven't smoked weed, or I haven't smoked weed in maybe 20 years. Haven't drank alcohol for around 9 years. Teetotal, mate. Green tea, water, in the gym, meditation. So you might need to work on doing some of that yourself with your homophobic videos I saw on your channel and your abuse. You were going in giving people abuse in bookshops and all that kind of stuff. Nasty piece of work you are. Let's have a look though. But yeah, like I said, correct, not political. Go and Google this for me. Correct, not political. Go and Google if Tommy Robinson's been arrested with his daughter, because I can't see any evidence of it.
Breaking news over the last few minutes. We have heard that Tommy Robinson has been arrested by the police in the United Kingdom while he was out celebrating his daughter's birthday and with her friends as well. Over the next few minutes, we are still trying to find out even more information about it, but of course we'll report what we know so far in this video and get your reaction. In case, obviously, if anybody else is hearing anything else, let me know. But so far, I've been in touch with Tommy Robinson's team to find out any other information before I give you anything else that I know. First things first. This was what I was going
to say. I saw something on Reddit with an actual video, so maybe it's actually got a video of it happening. If there's an actual video, that might give us some context at least. Tommy has allowed me to temporary access to his ex account. I can confirm Tommy has been arrested while out with his daughter and her friends celebrating her birthday. He has been remanded and will hopefully appear for a judge. So he said it himself from his own account. Okay, interesting.
Initially posted before we got the message.
Let's see what the video is saying.
Tommy has allowed me, there's someone who took his phone. Tommy has allowed me temporarily to access his ex account on Twitter. I can confirm that Tommy has been arrested while out with his daughter and her friends celebrating his daughter's birthday. He has been remanded and will hopefully appear Tommy's team. Of course, first from Tommy's team.
I'll ring you there.
Just
Sorry.
swing about.
So, go on. Right, say something. Tell I haven't caused any problems. You can see that, yeah. I've got 12 kids. It's her birthday today.
Let them go to the bus and say goodbye to the kids if you're going to take it. Say that again, sorry?
The bus is right there. Let him say goodbye.
Let him go and say
No,
goodbye to the
he needs to
kids.
say bye here, and then he needs to say.
Right. So that's
See how peaceful they are with Tommy Robinson. So what did we see a minute ago, where they were complaining about this guy, double standards of how the police is handling someone at a protest. But Tommy Robinson, they're completely peaceful with him. They're basically his mates.
you guys can confirm that I'm not causing trouble, right? There were a lot of discussions, of course, that this has to get confirmed. I'm just waiting to hear from Tommy's team more information about where this occurred. Because, of course, if this were in London, then we would know the situation because of his bail condition. But we don't know. There have been a lot of people speculating in terms of the police officer and his uniform. A lot of people said Tommy might have gone to Crystal Palace to watch the Luton game, but all we know is that video is that he was out with his daughter and her friends celebrating, and he just got the police to confirm that he's not actually causing any trouble. Over the last few months, Tommy Robinson has become the headline for many people, not just in terms of the police and courts and judges, but also the corporate media. The mainstream media, backed by the corporates, have obviously banned him from being interviewed, including GB News. Calvin Robinson posted this, obviously, and we confirmed it on Tousi TV a while back, that the banned interview. GB News management said that we could not interview, will not interview Tommy Robinson at any cost. So
that is interesting, because GB News and him, you think they're the line and all of that, innit? But maybe they need a scapegoat to kind of deflect from them. But guess what? Again, like I said with Katie Hopkins, it's capitalism. It's up to a corporate entity to whether they will interview someone for their business. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. I'm not gonna keep. I'm gonna skip through this. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. It's like 37 minutes long. But
they're the home of free speech. Before the march even started, that was the moment that the new wave of cancellation started, including, for example, GB News banning him, refusing to interview him, let alone Sky News or BBC News or anybody else for that matter.
I guess we missed a bit where he's probably referring to the other arrest we were talking about there. Yeah, again though, just stop crying about cancelling. It's not cancelling. To not choose to interview a person is not cancelling. I'm not getting interviewed by GB News. I've been invited, funnily enough, I've been invited to go on GB News before, and I didn't go. Well, I almost did. I can't remember what it was about now. They asked me to go in there and talk about drill music or something. But yeah, it's not cancelling. It's not cancelling to not put a person on the news. Like, otherwise, some next random Tommy from down the pub could be there going, "Oh my God, they're not letting me on GB News. They're cancelling me." No, we just don't want you on there, mate. Everyone gets to choose.
And since then, he also was given a very strict bail condition, which is a little bit OTT, because his daughter's birthday, and during the video, he actually gets the police to confirm, "Can you confirm I'm not causing any trouble?" And they say, "Yeah, that's not the point." We'll get more information on that. Let's go to the video.
I'll ring you. Just swing about. So, go on. Say something.
Well, we've seen this.
Because we are just waiting to get more info and update from Tommy Robinson's team and a statement, hopefully, to find out exactly what else. Jen says, "Can someone please confirm, is this a previous arrest? Surely not today." This is literally from today. The video is from 2 hours ago. That was only posted.
I don't think this guy should have made a 37-minute video about this, because it seems that he's got no information. And Tommy's actually his mate, apparently, right? He's gone back to that comment. Let's just go through, see any interesting comments. Why we change to suit them if we go to a Muslim country, says the Scot man. I want Saudi Arabia to become Scotland. Never happened. Yeah, well, that's not happening here either. You know what I'm saying? Like, England is not. It's a multicultural country, but that's because of colonialism and a number of factors, right? And the Commonwealth. Immigration has made this country great. Just a load of nonsense comments, right? So this is just, I guess, I don't know if this was a live of his or what.
We will be exposing the Metropolitan Police right here on Tousi TV tomorrow, when I gather all the information around, all the evidence that I now have been getting over the last couple of hours. But obviously, I got busy with this video now. But I'm putting everything together. We will be exposing the Met again tomorrow, because we did it again earlier and yesterday. But about what happened today, we have evidence. I'll be showing you the videos and everything else and the statement. And apparently I'm the baddie. Next thing, we're going to get a phone call again from the Met because I offended someone. For those who know, obviously, a couple of weeks back, they came for me because I'm offensive. Guess what? I don't care about your feelings.
I bet they didn't. These guys just love making a narrative, man. All right, let's just check if he's got any other videos on this, because he said he's going to show some evidence in a further video. This is like 37 minutes of him repeating the same video and saying nothing. So we got a story. Tommy Robinson's bang up. He's remanded, but we don't know why. No, Tousi, we don't want to see your intro video. Let's just see if he posted anything else. Ooh, 3 hours ago. Look at this. We are hot on the heels. He wins in court after police arrest. Let's just see if there was anything else uploaded first. So let's just see. Oh gosh, we really are catching this one early. Where was the first one? It was 5 days ago. So it was it alive, that one? I can't even see it. Yeah, Tommy Robinson arrested. Police Islamic bias exposed. This was the same thing we just saw the other day. Even though really I just pointed out that it was exposed how nice they are to Tommy Robinson. And let's just check this out, right?
Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and hello to all the freedom fighters from Britannia and all over the world, and especially to all the left-wing trolls and Islamists waiting in the live chat. We have some good news for you guys.
We only got right-wing ones on this side.
A couple of days ago, when he was arrested, when he was out celebrating his daughter's birthday with her friends. Let's get on with the show. Okay, now, 2 days ago, on Saturday, we heard that the police decided to arrest Tommy Robinson again. And my guess was right. It was something to do with his bail condition. In case you don't know, a few months ago, when Tommy was having breakfast in London, he was arrested. I know it's a little bit out of context, but he was attending a pro-Jewish rally. And not necessarily even as a supporter, of course he supports it, but as a journalist to report it. But some of the organisers, they're the more liberal-minded, illiberal-minded organisers, told the police beforehand, if Tommy gets close, even though he was already a supporter, we don't want him there. And the power that they had over the police was absolutely fascinating, by the way. Anyway, they took him away. They used about 20-30 police officers to drag him away. He didn't do anything wrong. Then the judge
didn't drag him away
to put a bail condition on his bail, obviously, that said that you are banned from going to these sort of protests for a while. Okay, even though he didn't do anything wrong, but that is at least proportionate. But they added something else, which meant you were also banned from coming to Greater London, M25, the whole circle. In case you don't know about London, it's the whole of London basically, parts of Essex and Surrey and Kent and everywhere. It was very much not proportionate, as it goes now. And, but I had the feelings.
That is a big, just to be real, obviously that is a big bail condition. Like usually they put it down to an area or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, so to their credit, that is a bit of a wild one. But maybe it's because they're saying that you can't go to a protest, but, you know, they'd be worried he might just turn up and be, oh, well, I'm just over here doing this. I'm just over, he'll have an excuse to why he's nearby or whatever, do you know what I mean? And they just wanted to, like, prevent any kind of chance of him trying to attend them kind of things.
Something like this was going to happen. It was his their daughter's birthday, and he's going to explain this video, by the way, because obviously we had Tommy explaining what happened afterwards when he came out to the court, which I'm going to show you in a second. And he had a feeling something was going to happen, but he still said he's a free Englishman, and just because the rule said something doesn't mean the rule is right. And actually, I agree with that. We currently have a situation where the state uses powers to shut down certain people, and they would just say, well, we're just using the rule of law. Really? If you just make up things as you go, it's not really the rule of law, and it's not really proportionate. Anyway, let's go to the moment when Tommy Robinson came out of the Croydon Magistrates Court this morning, and he explained exactly what happened. And of course, he dealt with a good judge that essentially said, yeah, it's not really a big problem. You can leave now, basically. Let's go.
How are we doing? Good to be out. What do you think of the verdict there?
Well, it shows that the judge doesn't agree with the fact that me taking my daughter out for her birthday should be against my bail conditions. My bail conditions are not to enter the M25. I don't know what that's got to do with the crime I didn't commit. I got attacked by the police. My rights so far have been taken away for 5 months. Yeah. So some people would be saying, well, why did you go to Crystal Palace? Yeah. For me, I've missed my daughter's birthdays, I've missed their Christmases, I've landed on holiday in Mexico and been taken from them and put in a detention centre. So when I asked my daughter what she wants to do for her birthday, I am Luton Town mad. My 12-year-old's Luton Town mad, yeah? My youngest. Out of all of them, it's her that's Luton mad. So I said, what do you want to do? She said she wants to go to Crystal Palace. And we went to TGI Fridays, we went in a party bus. My friend gave us a party bus for the day with her friends. We had a beautiful day. Luton scored in the 96th minute, which was the equaliser. So even though I got detained and I was expecting, then I didn't expect to get out. So some people would say it was stupid, but remember, at the minute, PC Shah is who I have to ask permission for, who refused permission for everything so far, yeah? He's refused permission for family days out for me. So I went to London, I saw the football with my daughter on her birthday. Yes, I've been arrested, but remember, I'm also making a documentary showing this. The judge obviously didn't agree because I'd be in jail right now. Yeah. The only problem is that these bail conditions are not. So, Judge DC.
Listen, I'll summarise this in a minute properly. I'm not crazy against everything you're saying, but they don't put people in jail for that a lot of the time. They rarely put people in jail for that. So don't make out some oh look, I'm so right and justified. You know what I'm saying? Like, you break a bail condition, they usually just I'm saying, have that little word and let you go on your way.
Snow, District Judge Snow, who's the one who condemned Julian Assange as well, DJ Snow has held my case in front of him that it can't go to anyone else. But when you breach bail, you go before the nearest court, yeah? So it's got, if this would have gone before DJ Snow, I'll be in jail, yeah? 100%, I'll be in jail. And some people say, why would you even risk that? Why would I even risk that? Again, I'm a free man and this is a free country, supposedly, yeah? I've done nothing wrong. The whole country knows I've done nothing wrong. I should not have a barrier where I can and can't access, because it's insane. And the fact that no politicians and the fact that no journalists are even speaking up against this, again, is insane. I did nearly go to jail. I'm very grateful that I had my team at Carson K who were alerted straight away, who were ready with my KC who come. And you heard what he said at the start. I wasn't going to be releasing you. I wasn't going to be releasing you. But the point of the matter of the fact is, the bail conditions are meant to be to prevent me committing further offences to do with what I was arrested for, which was having a breakfast, yeah? So what has me taken my... How has the government... Not the government, how has one police...
No, you're not arrested for having a breakfast, mate. You're not arrested for having a breakfast. You're arrested for breaking a bail condition. It's a law. It's the law of this country. You lot like to take all this pride in like being Britain and telling people to follow the laws and values, but you don't want to follow them yourselves. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not completely against him. Like, I might do something like that for my daughter's birthday. Like, I might. But I'm not going to come on the internet and cry that I'm being hard done by some left-wing police system, because that's just you're having a laugh, mate. You're having a complete laugh.
Officer, a Muslim police officer, got the power to decide if I can take my daughter out for her birthday or not. How is that even happening? So again, for me,
that's how it works.
I believe I'm free. I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in freedom of movement. I believe in freedom of the press. So yeah, I did go to London, and I am free again. But the question is, for how long?
Yes.
I can't bother to see this guy talk about it. Let me just have a little look through if there's anything actual interesting on there. No, nothing interesting. This guy's a clown. That's a mad story. Well, it's quite a boring story, to be honest. He got arrested and to let him go. They loved him. It just shows how much these guys love to create this story about how hard done by they are and how the media is after them and all of this kind of stuff. The media didn't even report on it, which is interesting, because it's one level where he could kind of lean to, they're shutting him out, but then it's like they're not even trying to make him a villain anymore. They didn't care. That's not even like I've looked everywhere. It's not. I can't see it in the news. So it's just these right-wing YouTubers that are reporting it. I guess I'm going to edit this and make a video, and I'll probably be the only other alternative reporting of this. But it's not that interesting a story. Do you know what I mean? He just got arrested for breaching bail conditions. I don't understand the full context of the original arrest. You know, I'm glad I did a reaction to the first arrest in the first video, because yeah, cool, you can see they're just coming arresting him for something, just for attending a place, and if there is any kind of truth to that, him feeling that he's being targeted by a specific judge, I'm not saying those things don't happen, they do, you know what I'm saying, they happen to like left-wing people all the time, they happen to black people all the time, so because it's happening to one white guy who has caused loads and loads of problems in this country, like literally he's been violent himself, he's got away with loads, yeah, so if they're enemy of him, like, don't get me wrong, no support for police at all, no police anyway, I don't support police really, definitely not police corruption, but if one guy is getting a tiny fraction of, like one white guy is getting a tiny fraction of the corruption that black people face all the time, that Muslims face all the time, then I'm not here to cry about it. Get over it. You know what I'm saying, as you would love to say to someone else. So that's done. I have got one other Tommy thing that I just got up because it just came up. Actually, there's two other Tommy things. I'm not going to do that one. Let me just X that one. There's one by Young Spray. On a Young Spray, because, you know, and this will show me some balance as well. Because this one says Young Spray, Tommy Robinson would have a problem. It's Young Spray on another podcast talking about Tommy Robinson in some way. And Young Spray and Tommy Robinson get on. He has him on his podcast. I've never watched that episode because I've got an issue with it. I had an issue with him platforming it, yeah. But Young Spray is my guy. Like, that's, like, I fuck with him. Do you know what I'm saying? He's been on my radio show a couple of times. He shouted me out in his own podcasts, his own episodes. He shouted me out before he had his thing. Like, he shouted out Mud Family, the group I'm from, as an influence to him before he came out. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I mess with him heavy, yeah. But I don't like his relationship with Tommy Robinson, but I get it, because actually, like, where I'm from, like in the hood, certain areas, like, I'm used to a circumstance where it's like black people and non-white people and racist white people living in the same estate, and actually day to day they do interact with each other and get on, and they will have a pint down the pub and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see that around me growing up, it's normal, like, and I can interact with them people. You know what I'm saying? I could in the real world. Young Spray, Tommy Robinson would have a problem. You've got a white cameraman. Big up Nuff Props, who said big up in the chat. And after this, we're getting on to Bassman. Yeah, after this, we're going to get on the Bassman conversation. Nuff Props said, have you seen the Katie Hopkins and Tommy interview? I may have. Is it a new interview though, or is that an old interview? There's a number of big videos. I always try and do videos that are around 10 minutes so that I can make these segments, right? But at some point, I'm gonna have to do episodes where I just sit and do long interviews. Like, I'll just do episodes where it's just one interview, because like the Young Spray and Tommy Robinson interview, I've never watched it, so I should just do a whole episode and watch that really. But it's probably like 3 hours long.
Is there anything you want to kind of put out there before we wrap up?
Tune into RTM podcast show.
Of course. Realer than most. I knew that. I knew that.
I can't believe you didn't know that. But anyway,
I knew that.
Boom.
I knew that.
Sundays
all the time. I was playing, man.
Sundays at 2 p.m. every week. Every Sunday 2 p.m.
Is that a pressure to be time stamped? Oh, we're definitely dropping every Sunday at 2. Do you know what I mean? The edit, so everything's got to be.
Do you know what
ridiculous.
it is? After a while, you're used to it, innit?
Yeah.
Type of thing. So you know your deadline. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
You know your deadlines. You know this needs to be in by that day. That needs to be in by that day.
But let's say a guest falls through or something, then you've always got backup plan contingencies.
Yeah.
And you roll regardless. I love that attitude, you know. I love that.
Yeah. And it's like, it doesn't happen often, but when it does happen,
we keep it moving.
Yeah, it's not a problem, because you could just, cancel. If anything, can do it another day with someone else.
Right, every Sunday at 2.
Every Sunday at 2.
I want to. Oh, sorry. Anything else? Music is maybe it's not.
It might take a minute to get to the bit I want to see on this about Tommy, but I just realised I got a comment. I've got to work out to make sure I see the comments from Twitch, but I got a comment from Chris Faye saying, "Are you a feminist?" Yes, I am a feminist. Of course, I'm a feminist. Any good person is a feminist. I just see the word feminist as normal good person.
Really on the cards right now.
I'll put out something this year probably. Follow me on Instagram at young_spray_official. On Twitter at young_spray. I go mad on Twitter sometimes.
That is it.
Are you on Twitter?
I am, but I can't keep up with everything, man. The Snapchat, TikTok, fucking.
The podcast page at RTM Podcast Show on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to forward this, but I guess let him shout out his thing, innit? Follow him, man.
No, but he seems to know.
Follow
what
Young
he's
Spray,
doing,
man.
I trust him. And do you know what it is?
My favourite podcaster in
like,
UK
just
rap.
because he's standing there, that don't mean, you understand what I'm saying?
I'll be honest with you.
And you got to have that in your life.
Tommy Robinson will have a big problem with what's going on right now.
Oh, wait, pull up, here we go.
Runs everything.
No.
Podcast on TikTok, you got TikTok.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm quite fortunate this gentleman runs TikTok.
Runs everything.
No, but he seems to know what he's doing, bro. And I trust him. And do you know what it is? He's part of the show, bro. It's like, just because he's standing there, that don't mean, you understand what I'm saying?
I'll be honest with you.
And you got to have that in your life.
Tommy Robinson will have a big problem with what's going on right now.
Where is he, brother? You had him on your show, innit?
You got a white boy with cameraman.
Nah, brother.
You get what I'm saying?
But you had Tommy Robinson, didn't you?
Quickly,
Nah, threw him off there, innit? You didn't throw me off there.
You know,
Man had Tommy Robinson on.
Yeah.
That's mental, bro. How did that go? I need to watch that.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But I want to know from your experience. It's different from watching it. From what did you gain from it? What was your experience?
Trust me, it's not different.
Because was you not? I don't know. Was you angry? Is it like hard for you to hold your anger when you're talking to someone and take that guy out?
Comment because you haven't watched it.
Yeah, but I want to know your feelings. Surely
no, but I'm saying what you're thinking is not how it went.
Oh, okay, fair
clearly.
Enough. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I didn't want to watch it.
It has to be like that type of thing.
When you do podcast, do you ever get really angry? Or have you learned to control it? No, I'm just.
You feeling my
I'm
anger?
absolutely fine, brother.
No, but I'm not angry, am I?
No, absolutely
that's
not.
what I'm saying.
No,
yeah,
no.
If anything,
I'm just saying in general.
No, but I'll just say, if anything, if I'm seeming a bit abrupt or whatever, it's because I don't know, maybe my mood. Like you get what I'm trying to say. Sometimes the day I might a bit. No, you get what I'm saying? But it's just
But it's part of,
you get what I'm saying? Because now it's a professional level. Remember,
of course.
It don't seem like they talk about Tommy no more, so I'll leave that be. You're just making a joke that Tommy wouldn't be happy that he's got a white guy as the cameraman working for him.